Good morning, you guys. It is I, Becca Lori Hector here. It is 8 o'clock in the morning, except my brain thinks it's 7 o'clock in the morning. So I am really half asleep, you guys. I don't know about you guys. I was kind of expecting maybe not all of you to be here this morning because it's such a hard thing when spring thing and the clock and all this stuff. But anyway, so I'm here and you can tell it's really, really dark in my office, you guys. And the reason it's really, really dark in my office is because it's snowing outside. In fact, we are having a huge snowstorm here in Colorado. So we'll get to it. And you can hear that. I'm sorry if you can hear the banging and whatnot, but usually Antonio's up before me, except that it is, daylight savings time. And so we both were like, oh, let's get up. So he's still chopping wood this morning for our fire. So if you hear that in the background, I'm sorry about that. Anyway, you guys, let me get cozy and comfortable. Let's do a proper intro. Let's get in here. Okay. Comfy. All right, in the huggle here because it's chilly in my house actually this morning. So good morning and welcome to Growing Gratitude. Growing Gratitude is my attempt to, on a very weekly basis, publicly talk about the things that I'm grateful for in my life, whether or not I've had a good week. And the hope of that is that if you are really attentive to the gratitude and you catch an attitude of gratitude, the positivity and the happiness in your life tends to improve. And it helps train your brain to really find the positive in situations. So in any case, you guys, my glasses are bothering me. Everything's all off this morning. It's one of those days. You know what I'm talking about? All right. Anyway, good morning, CV. Here we are. So as you can see, I'm in my little huggle thing. Yes, and I was saying, so here in Colorado, we are having supposedly the biggest snowstorm since 1885 here in Colorado. So it's a big one. We're expecting a bunch of feet. It's been snowing for 24 hours straight right now. So that's what we've got going on. Before we say goodbye, I will let you have a peek out my window because it's sort of magical out there. So I'll let you see that. But in any case, let's do some gratitude and let's try to get through it this morning because as you can hear, I'm struggling a little bit, but it's important for me that I remember no matter what is going on in my life, there are still good things going on around me. So that is the message of gratitude. Here we go. See what I wrote on my little listicle this week of things. Had kind of an interesting week, so it should be an interesting list. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay. Oh good. I'm excited. So you guys, my gratitudes this week are really simple. Most of the week we spent getting ready for the storm. So they've been telling us the storm is coming, and so Antonio and I don't like crowds and we don't like feeling like we're not prepared. He's somebody who is way prepared all the time. So we started prepping for the storm. We decided not to open the food truck, even though Thursday and Friday were snowless. We didn't think a lot of people would be around, and most of the other restaurants around us closed too, because the storm is going to be so big. We knew that people would really be getting themselves ready, and really, if we didn't want to buy the product and then not sell out of it, and then you waste it. So, in any case. We closed the food truck this week for that and spent the rest of the week sort of prepping the house. So doing all the things like making sure that we'll have fresh water if our well turns off and making sure our flashlights were charged and we had enough of them and making sure that we had firewood near the house so that it doesn't, it's going to get mostly our pile is outside so it gets snowed upon, but 2 feet of snow, how are you going to get firewood out from under 2 feet of snow? So Antonio made us a secondary pile near the house. We had to bring our generator down to the house because we do well water. So if we lose power, we don't have our water either because the well will stop working. So we had to do all this kind of prep for it, right? I'm fine. Did all that all week. And then we've been sitting around waiting for it to start snowing until yesterday. And it finally did. So yay. It's been kind of exhausting. But in the middle of all of this, right, while we were kind of out and about and doing our chores, we ran into one of our neighbors, and they are this amazing couple, and they have an older son, and they take care of the ranch that is often in my pictures. When I took pictures of those elk and I showed you the elk pictures, that was their ranch and stuff. So they're over on the other side of our street, where we look, our view is of this gorgeous ranches with cows and stuff. Well, in any case, they gave us a little text and said, hey, the cows winterized up here with us this year, and they just had their babies. Do you want to come see baby cows? What? Who asks? Me. If I want to see baby cows, that is a necessity. So yes, of course we wanted to see the baby cows. So we went over there on Thursday morning to see the baby cows, and magic, you guys, just magic. I mean, they were 2 weeks old, baby cows. They had 16 babies. They're waiting for 8 more. And these guys were so cute. And so the moms get really, 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 really protective, and they'll headbutt you and stuff if you go too close to the babies. So we stood back some, even though this herd is really, really used to people, just in case, right? We kept our distance for mama's sake, and got to see some really, really adorable babies. So if you are friends with me on Facebook, you can head over to my Facebook page. I posted pictures of the baby cows. And so what they're trying to do as ranchers over there is to breed their herd. They want to have a herd of black-bodied, white-faced cows. That's what they want to do. And so adorable, right? These little tiny baby cows, and they have these beautiful, pure white faces that are clean, and the world hasn't dirtied yet. Little pink noses that the world hasn't dirtied yet. And they were adorable. And then they have this one cow there who, yes, Milkshake. I'm just about to talk about Milkshake, who is actually born on the ranch, and they raised her there. Not all of them are like that, and they don't keep all the cows that are born to them. But Milkshake was there, and Milkshake has some cool markings on her face. So she literally looks like her cow skull is coming out of her face, because it looks like a skull. I don't know how else to explain it. And so she looked like that, and she just so cool, right? What cool marking. And so she was kind of hanging about, her baby was hanging about her. And so I got some pictures of them, and it was just a really cool, like, easy morning. Then we went and got the food truck and did all the other errands that we had to do to get ready for the storm. But what a way to start the day with, like, baby cows. So that was awesome. I mean, New Yorker baby cows, not so much, right? So this is really nice. It was really, really nice. So that was one. Let's see, what else do I have in my list? It was baby cows for sure. Oh, right. So here's the deal. So the people we went who have the cows, right? I actually adopted them, their dog. So when I was briefly working in the animal shelter up here, when we first moved up here, I of course did so many. I mean, I was there for a while, and I did thousands of adoptions, right? But one of my favorite adoptions was this little dog named Reba, and she was 6 months old, so just about fully grown when we had her. She was about so big, not a big dog, kind of like that tall, and just adorable, but so much energy. And getting her adopted out was so complicated, because she's the kind of dog that if she didn't get her energy out, she would cause trouble around the house. And some people aren't looking for that kind of dog. They don't want to have to exercise their dog that way, so the house doesn't get destroyed. Well, the ranch hand, rather, he's the ranch foreman. So the ranch foreman and his son, who's an full-grown adult as himself, they came in and were looking for a dog. Now, can you think of a better match for a dog that needs energy than to live on a ranch and to help corral cows? No. So it was a really slow day, and it was just me and one other person at the shelter, and we gave them a room to check out with her and everything, and she melted. This dog, she just melted into their laps, and she just wanted their attention, and that's all it took. And they took her home. Now, the thing is about Reba, she had the kennel right next to a litter of puppies that we were taking care of, one of whom is baby Gus. So my Mr. Gus came from the shelter, and he was actually next kennel neighbors to Reba, who I adopted out to these ranchers. And so they knew each other, and actually they would come over all the time with Reva. And so for Gus, it was like seeing a litter mate, right? It's like someone he's grown up with his whole life, and he just loves her, and they love each other, and they can't wait to see each other. And so we really stayed in touch with them. And watching her with her pops is a special thing. They have a really tight relationship. He really loves her so much. And he loves her for all her silly antics and all of the running around that she does. And she spends every day with them, kind of just doing the chores around the ranch. And she just has the life. And so every time I go to hang out with them, I get to bring Gus, and I get to have Gus play with essentially his litter mate. And she sees him, and she loves him, and she sees us, and she loves us, and she's just a happy girl. And as someone who works in a shelter, you don't often get to see the adoptions past the adoption day, and you don't get to see folks kind of grow into that relationship and see how happy they are with the pet that they've chosen. And I get to see that all the time. And it's really special. It's really special to know that I did an adoption that was just so perfect. It was just so spot on for both parties. So I love seeing them. So that's that gratitude. I'm really grateful for that really small window that I worked in the animal shelter, and I got to meet some people in my town. And I got to do that really special adoption. So that's my other one that's on here. Oh, and the last one, my last gratitude is all about this snowstorm. You guys, I have felt like a little kid since they started talking about it. Like, to live through a giant storm, coolio, to live through a giant storm that we haven't seen since 1885, even cooler, right? And so they've been talking about feet and feet of snow, and all I keep picturing is being a little kid and like jumping face first into this feet and feet and feet of snow, and watching the dogs playing it and everything. And it's finally coming to pass. So I'd say outside right now, we probably have almost a foot. And we're expecting somewhere between 2 feet and 6 feet. And that's what they're saying. So we'll see what happens. It's supposed to snow all through today, tonight, and into tomorrow morning also. So it should be a 48 hours solid of snow. And it's no measly snow. It's a good solid snow. So you guys, before I say go and have an amazing Sunday, I'm going to share my joy with you guys. So this is the deal. This is pretty much as happy as I get with weather. I like a good thunderstorm. That's the only thing other than this that I like this much. And I am like a little kid inside and so excited for it. So you guys, I am going to see if I can take the camera up. Let's try and do this. And now you guys can see my office. It's the rest of the back of behind me, but here we go. Let's see if it works. Can you see it? Oh, you can, you guys. Wait. Pause. Why was it working 2 seconds ago, you guys? Can you see it out this side, maybe? This window better, maybe. Oh, yeah, there you go, you guys. It is a-snowing. And you can see, we can't see anything, although our rocks are almost covered and everything. Whew. Oh, you can see the snow falling. There you go, guys. Yeah. So that's what we got going on today here in Colorado. Sorry for the nausea. I'm going to get better at this. So anyway, sorry about that little nausea, but that's what I got going on outside, you guys. It's gorgeous. So I am going to spend the day enjoying it, playing in it, watching the dogs in it, all of the whole thing. I will take so many pictures for you guys, and I will try to remember to share them in group. Maybe I'll at least put them in our closed Facebook group, something. But it is epically beautiful here in Colorado right now, and just amazing. Just amazing. So I'm going to go enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I hope you'll take a few minutes to at least think about the few things you might be grateful for in your life this week. At least come up with one. There's got to be one, no matter how crappy your week was. So please take some time to go ahead and do that. And please also take some time today to do something special for yourself. It's Sunday. So do some self-care, create some joy, share some joy, seek the joy. And I will keep you updated on the storm here, Winter Storm 2021. It has a crazy name. You guys can look it up. I don't even know how to pronounce the crazy name. It's ZY something. No, XY something. Anyway, so you guys go out and about and have a great, amazing rest of your Sunday. I will enjoy the rest of mine. I will see you guys out and about on the interwebs as always. Tuesday, I will be back here for Being Back Alive. And then, of course, next Sunday, I'll be back with Growing Gratitude. Until then, I will see you out and about on the interwebs. You can comment wherever you've seen this video. You can give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, a thumbs down if you hated it. Let me know. Because I want to hear from you guys. And until I see you next, have an amazing day. And I hope that you find some gratitude in your day. Bye.